Hello, everybody, and welcome back to part 2 of If Found. Let's jump back into it. Alright, I woke up comfy. Light came in through the roof. Where are we going? I was still wearing last night's clothes. I think even shoes. Oh god, is everyone still downstairs? 6 a.m. December 22nd at the back of the beyond. Shans? Hey, you're on top of me. Ugh, hey. Wake up, sleepyhead. Get off of me, you idiot. This is probably the closest I've been to anyone except my ma'am. Ha ha. Hey, are you still asleep? I was dreaming about us. I dreamt about aliens. So I know we probably shouldn't leave until after Christmas. But I've been thinking. What? So we'll need to find a flat first, right? Shans, what are you talking about? We went to Dublin together, obviously. Ha ha ha, we were kind of out of it last night. But we are going to go to Dublin, right? You're serious? We're not going anywhere. You're like 18, 19? I'm 19. I'm mature. I can't take care of you, Shans. I can barely look after myself. I want to look after you. Slow down a second. Cassio, it's hard for me to say this, but I have to. I think I like you. What? Get off, Jesus. Don't you want to kiss me? I don't want to kiss anyone right now. I really like you, Cassio. I got that. I told you things I've never told anyone else. Didn't ask you to. You made me realize things about myself. I see myself in you. I have no idea who you think I am. My life is falling apart right now. You don't want to be me. All the more reason to leave. Move off this island and everything will be great. I don't even know if I have anything in Dublin to go back to. The PhD is gone. Your parents will be worried sick. Who are you to talk to me about worrying parents? I can't handle this. I'm sorry. Shut up. Please, Cassio. Stop. Please, Cassio. Cassio? Cassio? Cassio, come back. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we went down the stairs. We left, I think. We're walking to where? Where'd we go? Hello there, Cassio. Hi Maggie. Isn't the frost beautiful? Cold though. The wind is fierce too. Yeah. It's a happy surprise to see you so early, especially after your big night out in Castle Bar. All that music and crake. Didn't sleep very well. There's nothing like looking at the sea to calm a restless mind. It was terrible leaving every September when I taught in Castle Bar. What's wrong, pet? Is it your ma'am? I don't mean to pry, only Colum said. It's a lot of things. Whatever it is, it's smaller than you think. These things always are. You'll go home for Christmas and it'll be forgotten like that. Colum and his dad are like cats and dogs, but doesn't he see them every year? I don't think so. What was that? Colum doesn't go home. He was with Jack last year. They had a frozen pizza. This year we'll have a chicken though. You're joking. He didn't say that. Christmas dinner in that rotten house? The state of it. It must be freezing. And damp, too. You just can't live like that. It's a disgrace. The roof will be gone before you know it. It kinda is. Bits of it. He can come to me. I'd love some company at Christmas. I think they're more comfortable being themselves. What do you mean? You know, around you they can't just be open with each other. Oh, but I mean, you keep things like that private. That's just how it's done. We all have our own crosses. We have a nice chicken anyway, and Jack is making jelly. It was bringing it out in the open that caused all his troubles. That's an awful thing to say. Asking him to hide who he is, if he even could. Sorry, I should go. No, you're right. He does care about you. And, like, he definitely appreciates you taking him in after Mr. O'Malley kicked him out. I hope he knows I care about him, too. People used to say I was a bit queer. They'd say all kinds of things. People are mean. Hold on to the good ones. Call him Jack. Could never hold on to anyone. Kept thinking there must be a good man out there, but there was never one for me. My father told me my only hope was to become a nun and get an education. Were you? You don't look like a nun. Almost. I hid from everyone, but I couldn't hide from God. Myself and Colum are more alike than I want to admit. I'll have to get a bigger goose. What? Tell Colum you're all coming to me for Christmas. You're moving out of that place. I have a spare room and a lovely comfy couch. Ah. No ahs or buts. It will be the best Christmas going. And sure we'll figure out the rest of it all on Stephen's Day. St. Stephen's Day is the national holiday, 26th December. Boxing Day, okay. Here's people, it's awfully seen. It's truly a relaxing day since it doesn't involve cooking, opening present. Okay. That's okay. So Stephen was chill. St. Stephen was chill. He wanted to chill. I respect that. I met Colin when I got back. Chance had left, took all of his stuff too. I didn't want to talk. There was someone on my couch, so I lay on the floor. Things to remember about Shans. Ishan Shans Lavelle. Dislikes Achel, talking about himself, smelly fish, black pudding. He gets on best with his brother Neil. They play football in the garden sometimes when the weather's good. Age 18, 19. Did his leaving last summer. Likes music, reading, music, science fiction, Manchester music, his mom's cooking music. Bought his guitar with some cash from working in the chip shop. Oh no. Okay. He's never been to India. He doesn't even really know his relatives there. He wants to go sometime though. His favorite writer is Arthur C. Clarke. I'm going to make him read at swim, Two Birds. He'll love it. He's terrible at lying. My favorite thing about him, he taps his fingers on any nearby surface, hammering out little tunes. 22nd of December. Things change so quickly before you're ready at all. Colin was upset. Jack was furious. Said the banshees are finished because of me. Shans told them he's done. I wanted to hide in the attic, but it was raining. Everyone from the party cleared out. Someone called the guards on us. I know he's complaining. We have 24 hours to get out. The big house is done. Maggie is coming back tomorrow to get our stuff. Can we? Maggie, 23rd. Maggie drove up to the house this morning in her old banger. You'll catch a death staying there any longer. It was kind of nice being scolded with kindness. We bundled all our stuff into her car, but then there wasn't enough space for us to sit. So myself, Colin, and Jack had to walk. It was a very silent journey across Achel. We played dusty board games by the fire, and we all warmed up a little. Maggie finally realized I wasn't always a girl, and she was very nice. I suppose no one ever expects it. Jack even kind of apologized for being upset at me. Maggie's cottage only has 2 bedrooms, so I'm on the couch again. It's a small one, but she has cozy woolen blankets. I like it. Alright. Maggie O'Malley, age 63. Felt bad asking, but she just laughed. Likes tea, Viennese whirls, trad music, painting, the Legion of Mary. My favorite thing about her, the way she prepares tea. She uses loose leaf, and she's really careful with it. There's a lot of art in her house. Apparently, she's popular with the artists who live around here. She learned Irish from her grandmother, who didn't speak any English. Her grandmother left her the cottage when she died. She taught English and geography. Dislikes cold weather, drunk people, licorice, Mary two names from down in the village. Before I knew her as Column's aunt, I knew her as one of the readers in Mass. She still does it. She has a lovely, soft singing voice, not just at Mass. She gets called on to sing whenever there's a session going on in the pub. 24th. After my first hot shower in weeks, I helped Colin prepare for tomorrow's dinner. I was hoping I'd get to talk to him about what happened with Shands, but I just couldn't. In the evening, we went to the pub for a Christmas Eve pint. I wondered what I'd do if I saw Shands, but he wasn't there. Fergal was, though. Of course he was. I wasn't expecting it. But through the crowd, our eyes met. Felt like a punch in the gut. I drank my diluted black currant quietly and didn't look that way again. As we were leaving, he pushed an envelope into my hand. I wasn't going to give this to you. Would your mom be pissed if you didn't? Okay, post office is closed now. This is the last letter to be delivered. Fergal and I both worked off our feet with the rush of the cards. Recognized so many of the names, young people who you were in school with too, all gone. Some of them in Dublin, some of them in the States, or Canada, or Australia. I'm glad you didn't go that far away. But you're not home either. It made me think. I've heard things. I understand you're not who I thought you were, but I can't believe it. This seems so sudden. There was no signs. There probably were signs, to be honest. You probably just didn't pay attention. You never told me you were unhappy. I'm sorry if all this is my fault. I must have raised you wrong. People say it's bad for your child to be tied to your apron, but I just cared so much for you, pet. It's okay if you like men or dress funny or whatever it is. The world is changing. I won't get mad. Not on Christmas, but I'm worried about you, that's all. You're making life difficult for yourself. I just don't know where you'll end up. And if you could keep it quiet, sure, what you do on your own time is your own business. No one else should mind. I'll see you soon and we'll talk at last. I've been making mince pies. I made as much dough and filling as I normally do, but it took much longer than I thought without you. Silly old me. There are so many. Fergal won't finish them by himself. Ma'am. Okay, Christmas dinner. Roast potatoes, goose, ham, roast carrots and parsnips, Brussels sprouts, onion gravy. I made Brussels sprouts last week and they were so good, dude. I had them with my lunch. There was so much snow. Relatable. I wasn't sleeping. I couldn't stop thinking about Ma'am's letter. Why didn't I just clear it instead of trying to read it that way? So I was awake at 2 a.m. when it started. Okay, there is something pretty about snow falling overnight when, like, everybody's, you know, in their houses or whatever, and you just get to look at it, and it's not, like, stepped on and muddied up yet. It is nice. I'll give snow that much. The gentle hissing as it hit the window finally helped me doze. Why is it hissing at you? I don't relate to this. Why is the snow hissing? Jack woke me up early, eager for presents. Colin came in behind him with a cup of tea. 8:20 a.m., December 25th. Extraterrestrial. We were all ushered into Maggie's living room with our cups in hand. Look at the puppies. I didn't have any presents for anyone. But everyone was so nice. Maggie gave me an unopened box of makeup. Colin joked about it being the one he gave her last year. I was delighted to have it passed on. I wonder if Fergal or Mom had anything for me. Soon enough, it was time for Mass. Maggie was very kind about none of us coming to Mass. So kind it was obvious she was really disappointed. I'd never missed Mass on Christmas before. This didn't feel like Christmas. All I could think about was the letter and Ma'am. I decided to go home. It was easier to just go than to keep chewing on it. Cassio, you don't have to. If you want to go, just don't feel like you have no choice. Family isn't only the one you're born into. And you feel like more than a sister than any of my actual sisters. Don't forget that. Yeah, worst case you just leave again. It's okay. The turkey is delicious, ma'am. Thanks. What's wrong? Nothing. Would you pass some more gravy? It's so good. How was Mass? Oh, lovely. So I gather you didn't make it? It's hard to get there in the weather. And was it the weather that made you avoid us for the last few weeks? No, it was the conversation y'all had. The priest gave a very nice sermon about the importance of family. Oh, were there many kids? Of course. They came out and told us everything they learned about the Nativity. Why we must look after the needy. Margaret O'Malley was looking after myself and Colin for the last few days. She was very kind. She's a strange one, alright, taking in other people's children. Have some more sprouts? Thanks. Is there anything on the TV for Christmas? Oh yeah, they're showing that movie you were in. What are you talking about? E.T., of course. Though they made you a lot less ugly for the TV, haha. You did love E.T. when we went with your da. After months afterwards, you used to spend all day drawing the cutest pictures of people in space. I had one on the fridge for years. You never put up any of my art, ma'am. 'Cause you never drew anything. Fergal, shut your gob. Shouting, that's not very ladylike. Jesus, Fergal, what is your problem? It's my problem? You abandoned your mother and left her worried sick for weeks. Then you show up out of the blue and dress like that. Come on now, Fergal. Remember, the story of the prodigal son. Is that all you're gonna say to him? I didn't come home to be ridiculed. I hope you came home to apologize. I'll give you an apology if I can get some too. Stop. Let's just enjoy the dinner. I was peeling spuds all week and I'm just glad we're here together. Now you see why it's been hard to talk. It's even harder to listen to this crap. Ma'am. I just don't understand, Pet. What do you need to understand? Can't you just accept me? What me are you talking about? The one I've known for 23 years or the one I've known for 2 weeks? It's the same me, and I want you to know me better. Want us to be in each other's lives. Are you threatening to leave again? No, she's hurt and you're not listening. I need some air. You can't run away forever. And Fergal can just shut up. We hate Fergal. All the homies hate Fergal. Pat, come back. The air I needed was 2 kilometers away in the snow. And it was cold air and damp air, but it was quiet air. Are we in space again? Happy Christmas. 26, back in the big house. There was a strange burning smell when I turned on the lights in the kitchen this morning. It's falling apart, but houses don't fall apart all at once. They do slowly, piece by piece, room by room. The electricity isn't safe and I don't want to light the fire. I don't want anyone to know I'm here. Shan's walked past the house today. Headed for Keene Beach. He didn't see me. Our conversations are wriggling through my skin. About 4:30 there was a knock. I blew out the candles and buried myself under a blanket. Are you in there? News around town as you lot got out. Heard the guards were coming in Scarpered. Okay. But then Owie Faye. Hold on. Since they won't tell me how to pronounce it, I'll take it upon myself. Pronunciation. Aoife. Okay. Yeah, what if we change it from American? It's still Aoife. Okay. Alright, Aoife. Told me you hadn't been seen at Mrs. O'Malley's house. Did they turn you away? Are you gonna be a hater about it, or are you gonna be nice? Guess no one really wants a weirdo like you around. A hater. Got it. Understood. Mama's worried sick about you. Forgot to bring my... Can't believe she still cares. You'd think she'd have given up on you by now. I have. We hate Virgil. Is the doctor there? Hello? Hello? So good to hear you've reached the voicemail. Damn it. McHugh, please leave a message with your name and damn it. Where are you? You'd like to talk about my accountancy services. Ring. What? Is this a joke? You're an accountant? Hello? Pick up. Tell me how to fix this. I don't know where to go. Your name and number and I'll get back to you. Except you haven't, Mac. I trusted you. Hello? You've known for weeks when I would arrive. Now I can't count the time we have left in hours. You reached the voicemail of. I have nowhere and no one left. There's no one on Earth who even knows who I am. No NASA to whisk me away. No, not even an accountant from Mayo. Just some sheep in a field while a black hole devours the Earth. At least I can witness the end of everything under a nice clear sky. Hello? 28th. Woke up coughing this morning. Hope I'm not coming down with a dose of something. I saw Shan's through the window this morning again. Had to do something. So I walked out into the wind and down onto the beach. Shan's. Cassio? Hey, so, how are things? Oh, fine. You know, same old. What are you doing here? I thought you were with Colin and Jack in Duggart now. Jesus, you look awful. It's complicated. Of course it is. I was with them, then I was back home, now I'm not. Yeah, you always seem to make things complicated and weird. Oh no. Sorry, Shans, I was surprised. We can fix everything. We can go get Colin and Jack and put the band back together. We can just be friends again. The band was a dream. It was never gonna happen. Not with that attitude, Buster. But you were so good. We did nothing all summer and then played a single gig in a community hall. And everybody had a great time. Where's this coming from? What happened to you? It's just reality. What about Dublin? What about Manchester? India? Don't be stupid. Hiring off without money will only have me crying home on the phone anyway. Without thinking. Okay. Herring off without money. God, you're like a different person. I don't even know you. When I went home, I found out about how people talked about the lot of us. I mean, I knew, but I didn't know. I liked you, but that's not me. Wow, do you hear yourself? You have no idea what it's like. I'm already an outsider on Atchel. Don't belong anywhere, I can't. That's why we have to look out for each other. I just want to be normal, Cassio. And I'll never be normal with you. Imagine if you did date and he made this decision. Awful. Cassiopeia. Thanks for waiting. Made some tea for you. I thought you might be a bit dehydrated from space. You're an accountant? Yeah. I'm also a bit of an astronomy geek. Oh god. Picked up your signals. Did you not tell someone important? Well, I wanted to, but no one listened. I had to do something. Wouldn't someone have some record of, I don't know, an astronaut going into space and then losing contact? Is that not something that would have happened? Like, it might have been worthwhile to listen to him. Thanks. Thanks, Mac. It's nice to meet you, for real. You're shorter than I pictured. What do we do now, then? The source of radiation is on the far side of Atchel Island. There's a bus coming soon. We're waiting on a bus to save the world? It's usually on time, and we can sit up the front. It's not on time, eh? He looks devastated. 29th. It's so cold. I should light a fire, but even if I wanted to, there's no fuel. I'd have to break a chair or something. Getting by with blankets and hot tea. At least the kettle works. Maggie, Colin, and Jack came, but I don't want to bother anyone. My chest feels tight and my body hurts. I can't stop coughing, and every time my head spins. That's not good. Cassio? Cassio, come out, pet. You can't live there. It's not safe. Shan's told us. Cassio, we know you're in there. Sorry things didn't work out with your mom, pet. Oh, we're erasing. Okay. Cassio, it's like I told you. We're family. Please come on out. This is ridiculous. Are you sure she's really here? There's not even a fire going. We should call the guards. Something really bad could have happened. This is ridiculous. She's probably left for Dublin. The two of you waste so much time on her. She doesn't even appreciate half of it. It's enough, Jack. Come on. Everybody's a hater. How do you know where to go? This is the image I retrieved from the black hole data. It had an address on the back. I hope you're right. Be me. Changi Road. Dua, Atchel, County Mayo, Ireland, Earth. It's getting dark out here. Did I say be me, by me? 30th, guards came back and Fergal with them. I almost called out, but knew better. Fergal, this place is a wreck. I don't think there's anyone here. I know there is. I heard movement, and I saw lights last night. Can't be wasting time on this. The big search is starting soon. For all we know, we'll find the body on the coastline. Searching this place will only take 5 minutes. I don't want to break the door down and find an empty house. The nuns would have my neck. Tell you what, I'll come back tomorrow after dark with PJ and we'll see what we see. If there's someone in there, I'll get them out. I'm scared, I'm starving, I feel so sick, I'm gonna die. Are you sure this is the right place? It's the only thing we've got. Okay, pass the image to me and I'll put it through the letterbox. She has it, but the black hole is still here. It's still growing. Who is she? Can she stop the trigger event? She's my mom. It doesn't matter. It's all in her hands now. Hey, Mac, if Earth survives this, do you want to see the rest of the universe with me? Number 31st, the anomaly. I have to go somewhere. I can barely move. It's so cold. I'll burn the book. We're burning the book. Is that good enough? It's the earth. The earth don't look so good. We are really destroying everything, eh? This one is making my head spin. Okay, I have cleaned up all the spots. Are you, in fact, the center of the universe? Tell your haters. You deserve it, girl. Tell them they blew up the universe. It's their fault. Oh no. I scribbled way too far outside the lines into another window. Time doesn't exist in a black hole. Okay. Every moment crushed together, past and present, and future endless scream. Future in one endless scream. No way to change anything. No way to move, no way to escape. Our little artist. You're the biggest freak around, that's for sure. I want to keep normal Cassio and I just want to be normal Cassio and I'll never be normal with you. Oh God, you're really lost. Dublin, that university has changed you. Let it, the two of you, waste so much time on her. Horrible. And I thought she had found a nice little group of friends. Still haters within that group. Like, yes, absolutely. Cassio could have articulated herself better. But, like, damn. It was clear she was struggling. Everything's okay. Okay, I like that. I hope it is. Oh, it's not. Everything's okay. Everything's okay. You poor thing, you're burning up. Kindness? Did we find kindness? It's okay. Everything will be okay. Your mammy's here now, love. I've got you, dear. I've got you, Cassie. Aw, that's nice. Did I miss something? No. Okay. Tell Fergal to stop being a hater. Also, somebody take this kid to the hospital, man. She is not well. You know who's not here? Hater Fergal. Okay, I didn't miss anything. Fergal's outside the window fuming. Fergal's a sheep now. "10 years since the event. The world has started to stabilize communications between towns and cities and even countries. Commonplace again. There are no computers yet, but there's a demand for accountants again." That's great. Mac makes a reasonable living doing books for local businesses around the West Coast. Okay. And then set up he's setting up a new desk plant on his new cubicle desk when he hears the familiar roar of a spaceship outside. Cassiopeia. We're gonna run. He runs to the door, immediately dropping a heap of folders. Okay, we'll try this again. Long time no see, Cassiopeia says, grinning. Her skin seems to have been tanned purple by some strange, well, cosmic star. It's only been a year, Max says, but I'm sure for you it's been many more. They both laugh. As he looks at her, Max's chest gets uncomfortably tight. He missed her. He missed her. He wasn't sure if it was the conversations about space and science he missed or her personality. I have some great stories for you, Cassiopeia says. I'll tell you about them in the ship. What? Mac stares at her. Put you right here. Are you coming? She says, surprised. I came back for you. Like we said, he doesn't know how to answer. I can't, Max says at last. Ugh. Sometime soon, but not now. This man wants to go to space, I know it. Sometime soon, but not now. Cassiopeia stares at him, then nods. Mac? Yeah, Cassiopeia? Whenever you're ready, call me. I'll be there to come get you. See you next year. I don't know how to write, clearly. What's going on up there? January 5th, 1994. Been awake for a few days. Eating turkey leftovers, drinking cups of tea, and sleeping. Finally able to write without my hand shaking. It's the first day I feel myself again. It's the first day I feel myself again. Colin comes around a lot. Every day since I was found. Jack comes too, but he doesn't stay. Yesterday Colin brought cake from Maggie, and today brings me a new journal. Found the remains of the old one in the big house. Start over. I'm excited to start over. It's almost full anyway. I haven't seen Shan's, but Colin says he's asking for me. Visit. I say he can come and visit. We're all still awkward with each other. Jack and Colin too. I think everyone feels we can all feel quilty together. Guilty. Jack's cooking apology rashers. Soon I'll be well enough to climb Krogan with them again. December 31st, 2018. Happiness. I am happy with my life now, despite everything. I have regrets about the past, of course. But looking back, I think I mostly did the best I could. That's good. What do we write? Oh, okay. All right. Let's make our Cassio. You can be a little fun. You winking. Big smile. Kind of hair we want. That looks nice. I like that one. I like that one. We'll go with that one. Oh, we can change the color too. Well, the black looks nice. A little space necklace? How fun! Wish you could pick more than one. Space. Give you that. Blue. Blue looks nice. What is this for? Oh, just the background. There we go. Beautiful. Look at that beautiful handwriting. If found. That was nice. I'm glad Cassio got to have a nice ending. I was a little worried. Things were going very badly. And I was like, Cassio just deserves to be happy. We did not, I would like to point out, ever hear anything about Fergal again. So, bye Fergal. Boo Fergal. Stinky, stinky Fergal. It was fun. I wasn't sure what I was getting into with that one. I saw it had very high ratings. I think I've had it for a while in my library, but I liked it. The art was very interesting. I loved that aspect of like erasing the pages as we went through. That was very neat. And I know there's like other endings and stuff and all that, but listen, I like a happy ending. Especially after Cassio went through so much. I'm like, I just want her to be happy. That's all I want. Oh, okay. Thanks for playing. Year one. Oh. Listen. Okay, never mind. We got more. 6 months after the event, dark matter storms have ceased and the black hole radiation has diminished. Cassiopeia has been searching along the west coast for parts to be used to create a small spaceship. Humans left alive are scattered across the land, panicked and sometimes dangerous. So Cassiopeia keeps to herself. It's good for thinking. Everything's so different now. It's been hypothesized that black holes are the seeds of the new universes. Cassiopeia can't be sure. Her opinion changes from day to day. Branching? That sounds fun. Did 100 unlikely futures separate and branch out, blooming like a wild garden? Cassiopeia sits alone by a campfire one night. In June, she spots someone watching her from the bushes. She stops playing with her makeshift radio and says hello. As they come closer, Cassiopeia's first impression is their eyes shining in the campfire light. It's your name, Cassiopeia says. Anu. She tosses them a can of beans and a blanket, and they eat quietly and hungrily. Over the next few months, Anu and Cassiopeia become inseparable. Make a good team. Last missing piece is fuel. Takes months, but one day Anu sees something shining on a beach. Cassiopeia runs to them. Her heart fills with nervous excitement. It only takes a few more days to have the ship ready to leave Earth. Anu has gotten quiet again. I guess he'll be leaving now, they say, looking down at the ground. Yep, Cassiopeia says, we're leaving as soon as I've Done my last safety checks. There's room for two if you want to come. Their eyes light up and Cassiopeia sees them really smile for the first time. '94, 27th of June, 1998. Saturday, June 27th, 1998. We just about make the 6 p.m. train to Castle Bar before it leaves. Colin will be on the lash for the rest of the day, and that's not my thing. So I'm escorting Maggie back to Atchill. Make sure she gets home safe. And make sure she knows we're grateful. She came all the way to Dublin for Pride, to support myself and Colin. I don't think she expected the welcome she got. Everyone wanted to march alongside the warm, cuddly granny. She was the center of attention all day. Maggie still is absolutely glowing as she reclines in her seat and unwraps the tuna mayo sandwiches she made us this morning. She asked me what I enjoyed most. Her handmade sign. Her waving the placard she made this morning. Be nice to the gays. She mentioned the gay... Okay. CLE? Event where people dance traditional Irish music. Okay. Okay, alright. A couple of nights before, I haven't danced like that in years. Maggie thanks for a minute, takes off her glasses and polishes them and sets them back on her nose. When I was young, she says all of a sudden, I knew a German woman, Hilde. She was nice. She taught in my school for a few years. She loved a good Sealy. Hilda told me about the parties they used to have in Berlin. She couldn't be herself in Ireland, and I was terribly sad when she left. She would have loved this week. I want to comfort her. You should visit Berlin. Maybe you could still go to Berlin sometime. She thanked me and mentions the weather. Outside, the landscape flashes past green and green and green under a cloud-speckled sky. In the city, the changing seasons always seem very sudden. Maggie. Aspiration. Some people might consider Maggie's life to be a sad story, but I admire her. If I get old and stay half as kind and generous and willing to take in lost youth as she is, I'll be very happy. Oh, okay. So we did, okay. August 8th, 1994. Ma'am and I drive down to Kiel. Do we find out what happened with What's-His-Face? Sight of the long curving beach underneath the Minoan cliffs always makes me feel nice. Took a lot of wheedling to get Mom to even think about joining me for a swim, and now that she's here, she's having second thoughts. Jump in. Jump in and you'll get used to it in a second. She shrieks when the waves wash past her. Keep encouraging her, and finally, after a few tentative minutes and one final scream, she gets down. Let myself go and the waves throw me around. Taste the salt water in my mouth and gasp for breath and enjoy being alive. Most of all, I enjoy sharing it with Ma'am. Okay, let's put that here. The water's cold, but the wind is worse. So wrapped in towels, we dry as best we can and head to Niall's for some tummy warming chips. Tara's working and she waves at me. Going to be teaching a class in September. I tell Ma'am. Tutorial class. I thank her. Wouldn't be here without you. It means so much. Thank you. I'm just glad you're happy, she says. If being yourself makes you happy, that's all I want for you. We're gonna say I love you. I love you, ma'am. I reach out and clasp her hand. Thanks for being here. Ma'am. Similarity. It's funny how you become your parents. Every so often I'll catch myself doing something and realize it's exactly what Mom would do, and it always makes me smile. Oh. I think we got one more? Oh. May 15th, 1994. Shan's directions lead me to a bar in Galway, then up the stairs to a tiny room. Can't imagine it fits more than 30 people. The new band doesn't even have a name yet, but he was really excited for me to come on the phone. Not with a friend. Go with some friends. The chance for all the postgrads to relax and get out of Dublin. The music is so different from what the band she's played. It's heavy, but it's kind of funky. And I find myself dancing without a thought. Afterwards, Shane comes over. He has a little gold hoop in one ear. He's full of confidence. He's on a high after playing guitar. We're full of talk for hours. He's excited about doing an audio production course in September, but first he's going to go to New Delhi for the summer with Tara. They're going to visit some relatives they've never met. Aunts, uncles, cousins of cousins. Do you have somewhere to stay tonight? My couch is always open. We're gonna say we already have something. I booked a hostel, but thanks. When it's time to say goodbye, we'll wave. Keep waving as I walk away. Shans. We've helped each other learn and grow. They've taught me a lot I wouldn't have known otherwise, and I hope I've helped them in return. Okay. Ma'am, September 9th, 2012. September 9th, 2012. Fergal's baby. Is a lot cuter than I expected. How do we say this one? Let's play a game. Cow im hey. Cow im hey. Cow im hey. Huh? It's either Kiva or Quiva. Alright. Listen, I don't know the alphabet, so it's fine. I think she resembles Valerie, but no one else sees it. Valerie is a mousy Donegal woman. She wears a lot of makeup and complains about it. I think she'd look great without it too, but I don't dare say it. Two of us find it hard to make conversation at the best of times. The christening is uneventful despite all of the fuss beforehand. Valerie watched us all up in Donegal. She's a bit younger than Fergal and very much a home bird. Dinner, I'm assuming dinner in the hotel. Everyone is friendlier than I was worried about. Almost all the chat is around upcoming All-Ireland final between Mayo and Donegal and whether Mayo can lift their Sam Maguire curse. Local Fine Gael councillor. Reverend an old urban legend that Mayo, the county Atchell is in, can't win the National Gaelic Football League until all members of the 1951 team are dead. As of May 2020, the legend still hasn't been proven false. Fine Gael councillor is a local politician from a party called Fine Gael, a neoliberal centre-right party. Okay. To Fergal's smug delight. We'll talk about babies. I'm happy that they tried for another. child. Ma'am can finally be a granny, and I'm sure Valerie will be a lovely mother. Ma'am mentions my book, and she's sure isn't as good as a baby. I'm not sure she means it or if she's even read it. She falls asleep in the car as I drive us home. Ma'am. Changed? Ma'am relaxed as she got older. Some of that was money. Once Virgil and I were both settled and doing well, things were easier. And she loves being a granny. There's no doubt about that. And she loves being a granny. There's no doubt about that. Okay, what do we got next? Jack. October 11th, 2014. I'm on the tube on my way to give a public lecture in the science hall when I see him. Standing on the far side of a very full cabin by the door in a tan coat. Jack. Maybe he sees me in a long moment to put it together in my head, and by the time I realize, he has hopped off. Okay. That's fine. He's well kept. Handsome even. He's been living well. Get off at Oxford Circus and jog to get to my lecture. I'm already cutting it close. Return to my hotel after an evening of black holes and event horizons. On my laptop, I look Jack up online and find him. I'm gonna add him as a friend. Even though it's been years, he seems so familiar. How's she cutting Jack? Lie in bed with the lamps off. Streetlights peek through the curtains. Can't sleep as waves of feeling wash over me. Nostalgia. Jack. Jack's journey. Jack was the one who left. That's how I think of him. Ireland was just too small of a too small for a personality as big as his. Okay. We got next column. May 22nd, 2016. Column and myself are doing last minute wedding preparations in Maggie's old cottage. He's been renting it out for the past few summers since he saw the big house renovated into a posh B&B. He spent the day making sure the cottage is spotless before Chris's parents arrive. Your family are the people who care about you, Colum, and will always be there. Me too. Just before we leave, Colum places a box of chocolates in the bedroom. Chris loves surprises, and hopefully his parents do as well. Colum has always fallen for spontaneous people, and when I tell him, he smiles. He says Chris is different. A lot more chill than the others. We wanted to have our wedding today, Colum says, in celebration of the referendum last year, but it was booked out everywhere. He asked me if I will ever marry. Marriage is a sham. I couldn't settle. I feel like that's true. I would love to, but I just love too many people. I burst out laughing. He tells me I never change and pats me on the head with a rolled up wedding brochure. Column. Column's value. Column puts too little value on his own happiness and too much value on the happiness of those around him. Thank God Chris is able to see when he's wearing himself thin for other people. That's good. That's what you need. You need that balance. All right, Maggie. December 25th, 2014. Maggie comes over to myself and Ma'am for Christmas dinner this year. Fergal is with his wife. Colum is away, visiting friends. Happy to come. I'm happy to come home. It's been too long. Just the three girls, ma'am says. We're gonna have good fun. Three of us get very giddy, cackling like old hens. The point and column source has all gone to our heads. I don't know what that is. Virgo comes by in the afternoon. Everything gets a bit more hectic with baby. What did we say? Kiva? Kiva or Quiva? Whatever you want. So I bring Maggie home and she invites me for a last drop of tea. I tell her it was lovely to have her and she should come again next year, and she sighs. I don't think there'll be a next year, lamb, she says with a laugh. Not if the doctor's right. Aw. We're gonna have hope. Don't say it like that. I'm sure you've been through much worse. She looks out the window. One thing I want to do is preserve all my old photos. It would be such a shame to lose them. I tell her about how I can digitize them. She loves the idea. We open all the presses to find every last album she has. That night I start to look through them. There must be 1,000. My favorite is Maggie as a child. Maggie is a little girl in her school uniform, grinning at the camera. Maggie. Maggie and I weren't born family, but we definitely became family. Even Ma'am accepted her in the end. That's nice. Oh, this is the last one. June 13th, 2015. This evening there's a variety show of trans performers and artists. The walls of the small cafe are covered in art and the place looks amazing. Helping Sarah set up in the late afternoon, carefully carrying a big stack of plastic chairs over loose cables when Anu walks in. We chat. In between excited conversations, we barely have the place ready in time. We don't get to hang out with each other as much these days. A couple of hours later, the place is buzzing. The audience, a wide mix of people, some dressed to the nines and some shrinking in the corner. I see Anna's wife when she comes in with the kids and go over to say hi and watch beside her. When it's Anna's turn, they perform a spoken piece about coming out as non-binary and their name changing from Ishan to I was wondering, to Shans to Anu. A name I take as my heritage, a gift from my lineage. Unlike me, they're okay with being called Shans by very old friends, or Da by their own kids, but Anu is what feels right. My eyes. Close my eyes and listen and let the words wash over me. Okay. At the end, their three kids scramble up on stage, and the four of them perform a song together. They're good, of course. Anu has been playing music and singing with them since they were tiny. But I think it's their combined sweetness that hits the crowd most of all. Oops. Anu. Pride. Proud of the person they've become. They've struggled against discrimination and fought hard to find their own identity. They're still generous and compassionate and brilliant. That's nice. Okay. 4 years since the event. Cassiopeia drops down out of the atmosphere above Acho with the latest load of supplies. She has been coming regularly to help the communities rebuild and help them build protections against the wild things that have grown up in the vacuum that the anomaly left behind. Put that there. As she approaches Kiel post office, the sea is swarming around it, teeming with tentacled horrors slamming against the tiny building. There's a gun firing desperately through its window. We're gonna do plasma jets. That sounds cool. Cassiopeia quickly maneuvers her ship to angle her plasma thrusters, burning the tentacles until they retreat. The sea recedes, taking its terrible horrors with it, and Cassiopeia lands immediately. She rushes inside to find Brid McHugh holding her shotgun in hand, looking tired but very much alive. "Well, you're a sight for sore eyes," Brid exclaims and hugs Cassiopeia tight. Brid puts on the kettle and they sit down to catch up. "Sometimes I don't know how we keep going," Brid says. "It's all we can do to hold this place together since the event." Community. But you're still a community. That's the important part. Looking out for each other is how you survive. Survived and how you will. Brid sighs and looks down at the table. At the heap of half-woven crosses she was making before the terrifying interruption. "Still make them?" Cassiopeia asks. "Every year? It's almost February now. I give them out around the villages for people to hang up. Tradition is important. Maybe someday soon they'll start calling you St. Bridget," Cassiopeia says and smiles. Before she leaves, she gives Bridget a little token, one extra thing she squeezed into the cargo hold. A book. An encyclopedia by a rebel anti-authority publisher about distant stars and strange evolving worlds, so she can know that people around the galaxy exist and thrive. "6 years after the event, Cassiopeia should have known better than to take risks in authority space, but here she is with an airlock staring her in the face and her final moments closing in all too quickly. Revenge. At least she got the authority one last time. Shipment they've stolen from her will disintegrate in only a few light years distance." And she closes her eyes, and then warmth. She opens her eyes again and finds herself in the hold of an old Harris freighter, two elderly women staring at her. "Where am I?" "Welcome to the CS Atchel Sound. I'm Space Pirate Mags O'Malley, the one and only, and this is Captain Hildegard. Aw, we've been tracking the authority for a few days. What happened to you, kid? What happened to you, kid? This is so nice." Cassiopeia tells them her story while they grin at each other. "We'll take you as far as Kronos," O'Malley says. "Then you can figure out the rest yourself." "You want to join me?" "Hell yeah." Cassiopeia's eyes light up. "Come with me," she says. "The authority will be after all of us now." "Don't worry about us," Captain Hilda laughs. "We're old, all right, but we're the most experienced space dogs you'll find in any corner of the galaxy," Space Pirate Mags interrupts. "There's something we're forgetting. I've set the ship to warp. For now, we're safe as houses, so let's go make a cup of space tea for you, my wee lamb. You must be parched." Thanks for drawing. Well, at least we get some kind of wrap up. What do we do now? F? Is that the end? No, we did that. Okay, I have to assume that is now the end. I didn't realize I could have increased the eraser size. Let me unlock all chapters. Okay, no, then we're good. We made it through everything. Yeah, we've done all of it. Okay. Alright, we did it, gang. For real this time. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see y'all next time. Bye, gang. Love y'all.